Right then, so as we know, last night was, of course, Dricus du Plessis versus Israel Adesanya, and Dricus du Plessis did submit Izzy in the fourth round. Overall, good, entertaining fight, I thought it was. And Dricus du Plessis is 100% the deserved winner. And, the truth about the fight is I think, well, first of all, a lot of fans that I'm seeing all over social media are pretty delusional with their thoughts on the fight, saying that Israel Adesanya was up before he got finished. I don't think that's the case at all. I've seen people all over social media saying, oh, Izzy was piecing him up before the finish. Izzy is back. He just made a little mistake and that's why he lost. That's not the case at all. Not the case at all. The finish was coming from Dricus du Plessis, and thank God it happened. Thank God it happened because the finish was coming. And I feel like if Dricus won the fight and it continued, how it was going, people would have screamed robbery, but it wouldn't have been the case at all. Dricus du Plessis was, in my opinion, looking really good before the stoppage and was up on the scorecards. I thought Dricus du Plessis won the first two rounds. I mean, yes, rounds were close, but people are making it sound out like to be that Israel Adesanya was piecing him up on the feet when it was not the case at all. Dricus du Plessis, in my opinion, nicked the first round. It was close. Du Plessis nicked it, in my opinion. I thought, he was applying the pressure well on Izzy. And he was throwing the more high volume shots, and I think landed the bigger punches than what Izzy did. Yes, Izzy was able to land more shots in the first round, but Dricus was landing the harder, bigger shots, which I thought got to Izzy more than what happened to Dricus in the first round. Izzy was just going in with a few leg kicks, which were quite a few of his strikes. But overall, Dricus landed the bigger shots up top, upstairs, in my opinion. So I thought Dricus took that first round. Second round, I thought was definitely Dricus. Dricus again was good on the feet, then mixed it in with an odd takedown as well and was able to get some control time over Izzy. Second round was definitely Dricus du Plessis. And the third round was probably Izzy. He was able to outstrike Dricus quite a bit in that round. But round four, again, Dricus just went and just finished the job and was beating Izzy up on the feet really in that fourth round and was eventually able to get him out of there with a rear naked choke. Izzy was not up at all, if we're being completely honest. And the truth about it is that once again, Izzy's exposed by another pressure fighter with high volume. That's a style very clearly that Israel Adesanya does not like to fight against. I said this in my review of the fight that I did earlier on this morning. I said that, I mean, it's clear to see that the style that Izzy thrives against are the people like Cannonier and Marvin Vittori, who will just be happy to, stand at range and, well, who aren't very good at, being able to try and dictate the pace of a fight at a high level and, well, at the highest level, should I say. And, Izzy was just able to pick them off at range. But when you've got people like Pereira, you've got people like Strickland, du Plessis, they're able to put that pressure on Izzy and they're able to out as good as what people thinking very clearly. His ground game just isn't it overall, to be fair. He hasn't got a ground game. And the truth about it is that du Plessis once again massively exposed Israel Adesanya on the ground. He really did. Du Plessis was able to, keep Izzy down easily and get some good control time over him. And overall as well, yes, Izzy's more technical on the feet than what Dricus is, but, people are saying in their fight, even though he arguably could have won. But yeah, overall, I just think Izzy just struggles against the kind of fighter that du Plessis is. And in my review, I said that I think Izzy should possibly go into a trilogy with Whittaker or fight Chimaev, whoever wins that. But overall, if we're being real, Khamzat Chimaev is the worst possible fight for Izzy overall, 100%. He's an awful stylistic matchup for him. For Izzy and Whittaker in a trilogy, at this point, you never know Whittaker could actually beat the guy. That's the thing. It could be a good fight for Izzy, but again, I'm not sure if he take it because it's like he's already beat the guy twice. But yeah, I think the truth is that Izzy was not up in that fight. Izzy just didn't land big enough punches, in my opinion. He literally none of the work that Izzy was doing in that fight against Dricus. Like, Dricus was not phased at all. Dricus was never wobbled in that fight, never in any trouble at all. Izzy was just able to outstrike him in a few rounds. Izzy was not piecing Dricus up at all. Dricus was always coming forward non-stop. He was not getting pieced up. Not at all. It was there were competitive rounds there. And overall though, I don't think Izzy was doing enough to win. He didn't do enough damage overall, in my opinion. He didn't land any big enough shots, in my opinion, to be winning that fight. And it was all, and let's be real, you could tell throughout the fight anyway with how it was going. Dricus was going to finish him anyway. Dricus was able to dictate the pace of the fight quite a bit. And he was very clearly, from what we were seeing, getting better. And, yes, I know, to be fair, yes, Izzy probably did win the third round, as I said, but he was getting better in that second round from what he did the first round. And from that third round anyway, Dricus probably did lose the third round, but he wasn't awful in that round anyway, though. Dricus wasn't awful in the third round. He was always still in that round, it still trying to make it competitive as possible. And in the fourth round, Dricus just was able to wear Izzy down and expose the cardio of Izzy kind of again. Has Izzy even got cardio? For both. Anyway, thanks for watching this video. King, I'll speak to you in a bit.